What is up, everybody? I am finally back. It is Monday, August 21st, and I'm sitting here ready to trade. Not too much going on at the moment. SPY's pretty much flat, looking like for the open here. I'm wondering if it has something to do with the eclipse and all that. Maybe people are skipping out on trading, but got a few stocks that I'm looking at here. I probably got 3 good ones, and then maybe another fourth one that might do something later in the day, but things that I wrote down to pay attention to for is breakouts should be fast with big volume and big moves. Watch for bullish engulfing candle patterns. Price action around the VWAP, 50% of the big move on a daily chart. And pay attention for closing bars. Wait for the bar to close. Pay attention for bigger time frames. Make sure I'm only taking the A+ setups. Take my profits. As soon as it hits that 1-to-1, I need to be taking my profits. If a stock runs $30 against me, am I sure that I want to stick in that stock still? I know that through my stats that about 90% of my winning trades never go $30 against me at any point, so definitely something that'll help me manage my money a little bit better. Make sure I'm drawing daily trend lines, take the path of least resistance, look out for the last earnings, and fix your mistakes. My mistakes were not taking profits, volume needs to be better, stop loss placement, read the tape better, don't fight the market, and don't force any trades on the market. So the first trade that I'm looking at is INFY. SPY looks like it's going to be open a little bit down today, especially since I know pretty much all of last week SPY was dropping pretty hard, so feeling off that continuation. I'm looking at INFY here. They got downgraded. Their daily chart here is kind of a rising wedge pattern, and we're just kind of breaking underneath it now. Especially with the downgrade, that should help it move down even more. I would take this trade if it reaches down whenever the bell opens here, but right now it's kind of consolidating in the low 14s, kind of struggling to stick below it again. But next stock that I'm looking at is Herbalife here. Had a huge run up. I know there's talks about some kind of offering 600 million common shares between 60 and 68. Not exactly sure what the news means, but I know the pattern looks pretty good right now. The daily is doable. It's not like breaking out of anything. Might run into some resistance up here around the 68 area. Seen this bunch of action over here too. I'm sure it'll end up being a pretty big resistance area, but I want to see what it does towards the open here. Looking at Wuba. Wuba had good earnings. Same with all the other Chinese internet stocks. They've just been on a tear lately, so I'm fairly certain that one's going to keep moving throughout the day. And then I got Sysq here. Daily chart, another rising wedge, and it looks like we're just now starting to break underneath that. Again, they got downgraded. I think that's the only news on it here. Fills 2.2, downgraded, so Sysq might be another mover of the day, but right now at the moment it's got no volume on it, so I'm just gonna pay attention to it as it goes. So looks like INFY is spiking up here. Wow. Okay, well, I'll flip this back on whenever the market opens up and we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna be done trading. Really only looked at this THC here, and that was really it the entire day. There's absolutely nothing for me going on. Sitting in the chat room, those guys are taking like 5, 6, 7 trades today, and I'm just sitting here watching the market, not doing anything. So THC kind of exploded out of nowhere here and made a nice doji, but it's not really doing any kind of pullback here, and I feel like I've already missed a move. So made that new high, and then it's just starting to sell off now. Plus the market's moving up. Plus other stocks in this industry are also moving up with it, and of course they're starting to turn around now too. But had a bunch of strength, had a bunch of industry strength behind it. Didn't want to hop in fighting against all that stuff. Would have been a nice setup, I guess, but it was heading into this resistance here in the 200 EMA too. So I mean, would have been a pretty good trade here, but just gonna call it early on this one. I was looking at JKS a while ago, I believe. Break under 24, we ended up doing it, but I mean there was no follow through. I didn't like it enough to take it. I like to see gaps on any trades here. I mean, it made a move intraday, but wasn't good enough. And then there was JD, another Chinese internet stock, break of 41. I don't remember why I didn't take this trade. It might have been the volume. Well, the volume's okay, I guess. You know what, that was it. It wasn't up 3% at the time. It was only up like maybe, that's a dollar move on a 40, so that's, yeah, it's about 2%. So I mean, I'm always looking for at least more than 2%. I wanted to see like a 2.5 or a 3, so it just wasn't enough for me. It would have been a good trade, but I mean, I was staring at it, looking at the breakout here. The volume was good on the breakout, but I mean, there was no real follow through on it. Ended up turning around and come back up again later, but it wasn't perfect enough for me, so decided to skip it. Fairly slow Monday. I guess maybe it has something to do with the eclipse, don't know. But I'm gonna go get ready, make some food, and I'm gonna go check it out myself. So thanks for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow.